Good morning, and welcome to our Facebook Live Get Schooled by the Solid Waste Authority. My name is Aurora Ortiz, and I will be hosting your story time today. The book that I have selected for you is a special book. It's titled, Our Class is Going Green. And it was dedicated to all the green individuals who realize the importance of taking care of our environment. It states, our story was created during our theme about the environment, and we are learning how we should take care of our resources and our earth. We all became excited about how we could make a difference in our own school. After much discussion and learning, we decided to put our ideas in a book. Then during our class, we illustrated our book. Our book was created by using materials from the recycling bin, which included watercoloring paintings, newspaper, and various paper scraps. That's a great way of going green. So let's get started with our story. Our class is going green. No, not the color green. Our class is learning how to be kind to the earth. So here is the illustration of the kids going green. No, not the color green. They want to help the environment. Let's see what else the story has to say. To make our environment a better place, here are some ways we are going green. So here's another illustration how they're making the earth a better place. And this is how they're going to go green. I'm sure you've heard these words before, right? It's reduce, reuse, and recycle. Well, here at the Solid Waste Authority, we've added another R, and it is rethink. So can we say those words together? Let's say it together. Let's go. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and rethink. Because even though we're not in school right now, all of our lessons are being offered virtually, but we should always keep our environment in mind and always stay green, right? So yes, it is very important that we reduce, reuse, recycle, and rethink. Let's continue with our story. Walk to school instead of riding in cars. That's an awesome way of going green because they're walking more, doing more exercise, and also riding their bikes. That's a great way of going green. Let's see what else they have in mind. Wear our clothes in layers instead of turning the thermostat up to keep warm. That is an awesome way too of staying warm, wearing different layers. That's a nice way to stay warm. And then guess what? After they outgrow their clothes, they can pass it on to their younger siblings or another family member, or they can donate it. They could even donate it so someone else can enjoy the clothes and also wear all those layers and stay nice and warm, right? So let's continue with our story. Take one napkin at lunch instead of a handful of napkins. Well, that's another excellent way of going green, right? Just instead of taking a whole bunch of napkins, just take one napkin. But even a much better way to go even more green than that is to use a cloth napkin, which can be washed and reused over and over again. So let's continue with our story. Keep our classroom doors closed instead of letting the cold air in. Well, remember, they live in Oklahoma, so during their winters, it gets very cold. So they want to make sure that they keep that cold air out and all the warm air indoors. Here in Florida, well, it's a little different because our summers tend to be very warm and we want to keep the cold air in, right? So, and keep the hot air out. So that's an excellent way to go green. Let's continue with our story. Reuse all paper for classroom lessons and projects instead of using newspaper. Yes, That is an awesome way to use scrap paper for notes instead of using a brand new piece of paper every single time. That's an excellent way of recycling. And then after you're done with it, where should we put that used paper? That's right. You are a recycling expert. It goes in that yellow recycling bin. And then it goes to our recovered materials processing facility where it gets sold, and then companies purchase it and make it into new paper so that we can reuse it again. That's an excellent way of going green. Let's continue with our story. Turn the water off after we wash our hands, instead of leaving the water running while we dry our hands. That's right. That's an awesome way of going green, conserving as much water as we can. Here she is, washing her hands and then turning off the faucet as she dries her hands. That's an excellent way of going green. So let's continue. Help keep our playground clean instead of littering the playground. Well, that's another way of going green. Who wants to play in a dirty playground, right? Well, what they should do is take that garbage, put it in their garbage can, and then after it's taken away, well, to the Solid Waste Authority, that is, well, we'll take that garbage, we'll burn it, and turn it into electricity. We'll put that waste to work for you. So that's an excellent way of going green. Let's continue with our story. Recycle our trash instead of throwing it away. Yeah, that is another excellent idea of how to go green. We should try to recycle more and also recycle right every single day. And that's another excellent way of going green. Our class has learned how to make the world a better place. Now we are teaching everyone in our school to be green. That is an even more awesome idea. I love that idea. Sharing with your family and friends ideas of how to go green. Educate as many as possible about the message of saving our environment. Because by going green and by recycling and making sure our garbage goes in the right place, well, we're making a big help to our environment. So remember always to recycle right and also put your trash where it goes, because we want to make sure that we are going green. Now, here is a picture of the authors. I'd like to introduce you to Miss Nichols' class and her kindergarten class. So here is their picture. These are the authors. So I hope you learned a little bit about how to take care of our environment and how to go green. And I hope that you always practice those 4 words. Can we say them together? Yes, it's reduce, reuse, recycle, and rethink. We should always keep those 4 words in our hearts so that way our actions will always help us to recycle right. My name is Aurora Ortiz. I hope that you enjoyed my story, and just like the class did, share all your recycling information to help our environment and keep going green. Thank you again. Recycle right every single day. Till next time, goodbye.